And welcome back to the Dividend Diplomat YouTube channel. Everyone, got Lanny, Bert, Dividend Diplomat. Guys, let's go. Today we're going to talk to you about all the dividend stocks we purchased as Lanny does all of his Hogan impersonations in that intro.
Smash that subscribe button. Give Bert the Herd a nice thumbs up here. We are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and gosh darn it, we are, at the timing of this video, only 300 away from 10K.
So there's a chance that by the time you're watching this, we may have crossed it if you guys help us out enough before this video releases, or even during, right after the release. So please help us, everybody.
As one person said, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Woo! So as you know, every week we like to talk through our big dividend stock purchases from the week because we are consistently buying undervalued dividend stocks to grow our passive income.
This coffee mug is great, and a Dividend Diplomat's coffee mug.
Yeah, maybe we'll make them available soon to everybody.
10K, I think, allows us to get there.
Yeah, so everyone, that's it. If you want to talk about a reason why we need to get to 10K, you want one of these.
This jabroni just picked up my coffee mug.
I didn't drink out of it. It was just
you
showing.
touched the mug.
Yeah, you know what? Just smack your mug,
All right.
get it over here.
So we are talking about the dividend stock purchases from this past week of July 19th. Stock market had a couple red days, Bert. Just a couple, for a couple of minutes, it felt like.
I know. Monday was an exciting day. I got really amped up, really hyped. I thought this was going to be a great week where we were going to be deploying a lot of capital. The market, as it always does, turns itself back around after the bad days.
Salivating, he was barking, it was like, oh my gosh.
A lot of us were, not just me. Lanny was, you guys were too. Everyone was getting excited that maybe we're going to have a consistent streak of red days where you can keep averaging down our positions. Mr. Market said, not so fast, my friends, and turned right back around.
So that big red day was on July 19th, Monday. Bloody Monday, Bloody Mary, Merry Mondays, Bert the Herd, Lanny, Dividend Diplomats.
Manic Mondays?
Manic Monday.
Yeah.
So it was down. It dropped below 4,300. It went from the all-time highs over the last few weeks and went down below.
Yeah, it was nuts, and I know we made a few extra purchases in addition to our regular Monday purchases.
Oh, I went ham. I was going hammer on the market.
You did. That's why everyone knows. And we were lining up for the next few days, and the next one, and the next one.
I was dropping the gauntlet. But guess what? What did the S&P do by the end of the week?
Up over 4,400. That S&P 500 PE ratio is now almost 47, which is absolute insanity.
Yeah, so the market finished at up almost 3% this week. It's insane. It crushed over 4,400 for the first time, setting new records. So you have to be ready, I think, right now in this time of age of stock investing, dividend stock investing, to be ready to buy those dividend stocks when the market says so.
Yeah, because if you sit in the sidelines and you wait and you say, I'll wait, and you try to time it, which we will always tell you, never try to time the market and say, oh, let me see 3 more days of this, let me see everything drop 5% more. That window may never come. And this week, in the previous weeks, they do talk to the Cleveland Indians about the Guardians about that. Sorry, the Cleveland Guardians about that.
Hey, roll Tribe, baby.
Yeah, they'll always be the Tribe. But Indians had that World Series window, slammed shut now, and now we're getting back to a rebuilding project, just like what would have happened.
500, Bert.
It's a very painful above 500, but it's there. So everybody, Lanny told you he unloaded a lot of capital on Monday. We unloaded it too. So we're going to sit here and we're going to start going into some of our stock purchases. Let me kick this off because we always know about our weekly purchases, but we're not probably going to spend as much time on this video because we have a lot of other stock purchases to talk about.
A lot of stocks being bought, a lot of money being deployed in the market. Let's hear it, Bert. What was your weekly
obviously,
strategy?
weekly, we invest 1 share in Johnson & Johnson. Why we love the Dividend King
getting the
P
vaccine.
ratio. I do. I haven't gotten it again. Maybe when there's another dose, but hey, it is what it is. We love their products. Our daughter uses a lot of their items as well. We each grabbed 1 share. Mine was at $167.92. My wife's was at $167.71. In total, we added $4.24
Pretty good
each.
price.
Yeah, $8.48. It's become down from last week's, which were close to $170, I believe. The yield is still over 2.5% for Johnson & Johnson. So what about you, Lanny? Tell me and everyone about your week.
Pretty impressive. J&J earning over $2 billion in sales from COVID vaccine. In case you didn't see that news headline, if you don't know, for the last 52 weeks, we have been buying, my wife and I, each Vanguard's High Dividend Yield ETF, ticker symbol VYM. I have to always ask the question on these videos. If you're investing with some sort of Vanguard or on their platform, give this video a thumbs up. So I bought 3 shares at $102.78. Overall that yield is roughly 2.92%. I added $9 there. My wife, we bought 2 shares at 102.78, and then there was a little timing issue. So then we had to sprinkle in another share at $102.90. So similarly, added $9 at roughly 2.92%.
That drove you nuts, didn't it?
I don't even want to talk about it. And then as well, on that same day, to stick with Vanguard, we went to my wife's retirement account, and she still has a lot of cash and capital in that Roth IRA from 2020 contributions. And we bought just 1 more share of VYM at $102.01, adding $3 there at 2.94%. And we also sprinkled in 2 shares of Vanguard's S&P 500 VOO in her retirement account Roth IRA at a price of $389.16. Deploying a total capital of $778 there in her account, adding $10.57.
So if you want to see how wild of a day it was on Monday, just look at the purchase prices for the different VYM purchases here. Your automatic pull is at 102.78, Lanny. Correct me if I'm wrong. The 1 share that you added, it was up a little bit at 102.90, and then the addition into the Roth was at 102.01. So that's how wild Monday was. The 3 different purchases were very big swings in the price.
And VYM finished off at almost 105 for the week.
There we have it.
VOO, we were picking it up for my wife at 389, and it closed at 404.
What a week. But let's dive into some of our other Monday purchases. I added to a position I established several months ago, and I didn't build it up as much as I wanted to before the stock price popped. But it's coming back down.
Build up. Joy to the world.
Yeah, nothing like a Jewish person doing a Christmas vacation build up. But we added to Huntington Bank. I added 10 shares to my position.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, so when I initially bought, Huntington announced an acquisition of TCF Bank to grow into one of the major global banks here.
7th place for my mortgages.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can get Lanny to double digit to a servicers for his mortgage. But it's funny how it just keeps growing. Huntington's going to be...
all the new logins.
Yeah, Huntington's going to probably be one of the last. If Huntington gets acquired, it's going to be a major deal. It'll take a lot. But I never got that. After their acquisition, the price for Huntington fell for some reason, and then immediately jumped up right after. Then I stopped buying, so they're back down. So I'm like, you know what? Why not sprinkle in 10 more shares at $13.25? Their yield was over 4.5% once again.
Wow. So
we added $6 to our dividend income. So, hey. We'll keep building our position. I'll keep adding to Huntington little by little. I'd love to get it to at least $1,000 overall. Not quite there yet, but
that's huge.
I can't complain.
That's nice. You want to go into?
Yeah, this was a small purchase. My last one on that Monday. We added 3 shares of Viatris, ticker symbol VTRS, at a yield of 3.3%, adding $1.32. I've covered why I like this company. I like their brand. I like them post spin-off. Yeah.
Xanax.
Yeah, all the big consistent brands that are consistently prescribed. You can buy Cash Flow King right here. So I've been just looking to slowly add when I want to just deploy small amounts of capital. So 3 shares added $39.96 to our position.
Well,
Nothing crazy.
You beat me in the stock price on this last week.
I did.
But guess what?
You came roaring back, didn't you?
So to stick with the Viatris, I also was buying Viatris. Again, this was from the John Mylan spin-off venture with Pfizer, ticker symbol VTRS. On the 19th, I also bought another 9 shares of Viatris. Roughly buying 3 shares at $13.25, 1 at $13.37, and 5 more at $13.50. Total capital being deployed was only $120. Nothing crazy.
It's just nice to slowly keep building his position.
Yeah, adding $4 in dividend income at a yield of around 3.25.
Fantastic. Because post spinoff, no one got large positions. It wasn't like you were getting huge thousands and thousands of dollars positions. They were just a few $100s sprinkled here and there. So it's nice to keep picking it up. Nice job, Lanny.
Hey, Viatris, ticker symbol VTRS. Check out the brands in their portfolio. Again, a newer company. We're very optimistic about the performance.
But you weren't done on this Monday, were you?
I was not done. I know Bert's got a couple more stocks he's going to talk about. I went ham on one more stock, which I've been buying. It's on my July watch list. I've talked about them a lot. Provident Financial, ticker symbol PFS. In total, I bought another 16 shares of Provident Financial this week. In total, deployed $337, and I was buying them roughly between $21 flat to $21.25. In total, I added $14.72 in dividend income at a rough average yield of 4.35 to 4.37%.
Fantastic. Nice little end cap there to that Monday.
Yeah, I love the community bank space. So.
Yeah, we love our banks. And fun fact, it was my sister's birthday that day. So look what happens on her birthday. Market crashes.
If only her birthday was every day.
I know. My other sister's birthday's coming up next month, so we'll see if it's the same kind of red day.
We'll see. All right, but what other two stocks did you buy?
Yeah, so this one's going to be a wild card. It's a new position in my wife's portfolio.
Wild card. He threw the Joker.
I did, but it shouldn't shock a lot of you because I keep continuously mentioning that I love consumer staple stocks. We initiated a position in Unilever.
There it is, about time.
Yeah, after their earnings fell, I think it was down 6% post-earnings release. A lot of people on Twitter were talking about Unilever. I saw the tweets and I
People
loved
were
it.
dumping out shampoo outside. It was nuts.
They were, and I was pumped up. I showed my wife all their brands, and we realized how many of our Unilever brands are in our household. So she was really excited to start this position too. We got 5 shares at $55.92, so just under $300.
Nice.
Talk about companies, the stock price has already popped up after it's up, I think, 3%.
Nice job.
So the income is always funny because it's a foreign company, and this is Laney's favorite game. So
Yeah.
I just estimated a 3.6% yield based on there. So
that's
up
pretty reasonable.
about $10 per share, but some
That's
sites will
pretty
say
reasonable.
3.3, some will say 3.7. It can go either way. So about $10.
Some put question marks like I do every single time. But yeah, that sounds about right. 3.6% sounds just about right. But Bert,
I wasn't
you
done.
weren't done yet.
Nope.
We put out a video about an undervalued tech stock to buy. Supply chain issues, inventory issues, shortages across the country and the globe. What did you end up buying?
Yep, so we added 3 shares to my portfolio, my wife's portfolio of Intel, ticker symbol INTC. What was nuts is, we put this video out there undervalued, and then they just kept falling again on that final day of the market. So right before everything closed, a little after 3 p.m., we each grabbed those 3 shares. Mine were at 52.47. My wife's at 52.46.
So his wife rubbed it into Bert's face.
Yep, adding $4.17 each, or $8.34 total for Intel.
Nice.
Excited just to keep building this position. Overall, I am up. So it's always frustrating sometimes when you buy a stock that you have a nice 10 to 20% gain, but as we showed in this video, the metrics are just looking great for Intel even with this shortage.
It's better than the high yield savings account at 0.5% in your Ally, Capital One, Marcus, you name it. So put in your money, getting almost 2 times the S&P 500 yield with the Intel Corp INTC. Good job.
Thanks, Lanny. So summary, Lanny, let's summarize this here.
All right, so in summary, including the retirement account purchases for my wife, we deployed $1,955.13, adding $50.25 at an overall average yield of only 2.57%.
Fantastic stuff. Almost 2K in the market. Heck yeah. Nice job.
Hey, money never sleeps.
We added $1,102.47. About $34.20 of dividend income, depending on what number you use for Unilever. So average purchase price of 3.10. But guess what, Lanny? In aggregate, we crossed the 3K total between the two of us and our wives. So heck yeah, $84 total dividend income between the two of us.
Not too shabby. What did you guys buy this week? Did you guys buy the dip? You guys getting in on the dips? We got to hear about it in the comments. Let us know what stocks you bought. If any are on this list that you want to know more about, let us know and we'll dive into a nice dividend stock analysis, more current information. But yeah, let us know what's on your radar and what you're buying.
Yeah, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on Unilever and Intel as well, especially Unilever, because it was we haven't really talked about it much on our YouTube channel. We haven't talked about it much on our site. So let us know your thoughts on the consumer staple giant.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to our channel. This was Bert and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats.
Over and out.